And hello everyone, and welcome to another one of my streams. Fuck that up, anyway. Hello everyone, and welcome to another one of my late night howling streams, where I stream just after finishing work at 11, after having my dinner, and thinking about hey, it seems I'm up, may as well do a stream. So here we are, continuing our playthrough of Banner Saga 2. If you haven't seen the playthroughs of Banner Saga 1 or the beginning of the Banner Saga 2 playthrough, just go to my link to my YouTube channel down below and go and watch it there. But I upload all my streams to there. So if you want to get up to date on it all, do follow me, do subscribe, do ding that bell so you can get notified when the videos come out. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to catch me live, it's best just to go to twitch.tv/wolfreaper54, look at my schedule. I always update it depending on what's going on in my life. And if you want to make sure you stay up to date with any early warnings, just follow me on my social media links down below, Twitter and Instagram. I always update saying what I'm streaming, when I'm streaming, if there's been a schedule change, if it's been cancelled for some odd reason, etc, etc. That said, now we'll get into the game. So we last left off with Bulwark and his crows, or is it his ravens? I haven't played this in a while, but anyway, we opened up the box we've been charged with by a mender who was called Juno, who apparently, according to the other menders who we've met here, is dead. Killed by her own mender friends, because the fact is she was doing mind control-ish shit, Jedi mind tricks and all that. So we have been stuck here, dirge have appeared, and we are wondering why. We open up the box, and inside is the slumbering form of Bellower. Bellower is Asunder, which is like the leader of the dirge. Now if you don't know what I mean by any of that saying he's slumbering and that, do go and watch the previous Banner Saga 1 playthrough so you can get up to date on that. With that said, we're going to go straight into it. So let us have a look at the houses here. Roughly half the ravens are around to help you wind through the paths between the old lingering houses. To the mines, you shout, banging on the doors. Families stumble out of their homes, asking no questions of you, and head to the mines, because we're trying to get them to evacuate, aren't we? After a few paths are cleared, Ollie whistles to get your attention. Big house over here, he says, grinning. Might be worth checking it out. Look through the house for any valuables. See anything through the windows? Looks empty except for a woman who likes a drink as much as me, he says. She's passed out. Recognising an excuse to enter and look around, you say it's our job to save her. Ollie laughs and agrees. Odd for a house, you say, noticing the size. You bang on the ornate door as a percussion, and by the way, I haven't said it yet, but hello Emma, sorry to have not said it sooner. Tell me how the sound is if you don't mind, and game-wise and all that. And I'm glad that you turned up here then. Anyway. Precaution. Nothing entering you find scattered toys and hand-carved rooms on wooden blocks. Slumped in a chair and snoring is a middle-aged woman. Doubt she'll mind, says Ollie, walking over and prying a wineskin from her hands. Papa? Ollie draws an axe and a small girl peeks around the wall. She's wiping her tears. What is this, you ask? Ollie tucks away his weapon and looks around the walls. It's like a barn for children, he says. They're all back in there sleeping. They'd have missed their minds about us. Okay, so basically us breaking and entering to steal stuff help them. Okay, thank you very much, Emma. The chaos at the mine entrance halts at your arrival. Bulwark Bloodaxe with a drunken woman over one shoulder and a dozen children in tow, Volker Zephyr says. And they say the gods are dead. The villagers laugh while frantic mothers scoop up their children. The celebrations end when a loud slam on the gates announces the arrival of the dirge. Everyone into the mines now, shouts Zephyr. Okay, here we go. What are we going to do with fucking Bellower's body? If they get him, they'll just revive him. Oh, we're going actually into the mines now. Oh, this is cool. This is very different. The mine shaft is cramped and more than one One of the broken horns knock against the rough ceiling, or timber. You follow Volkazepha at the head of the cavern. She is lighting one of the many bracketed torches along the way, then shouts from the mouth of the mine. Reach you. Dirge! The gates and the town did nothing to halt their advance. Gumunda and his men will slow them, Zephyr says, but it may not be enough. They have orders to collapse the opening if they're overwhelmed. Will you keep them from being overwhelmed? Raven's back to the top. We're mercenaries, not volunteers. If it's going to help us survive, Raven's back to the top. Heading up the mine shaft is like swimming against the current. Frightened villagers push forward, and you barely have room to get past the Yox cart. Gumunda is in his grim manner, looks pleased to see you. No real plan, he says. Just kill as many as you can. The ravens around you smile at his words and begin chanting. Alright. That's okay, Emma. So our bard is still badly injured, but fuck it. So what are you, Gumunda? Oh, you're a raider, so shield and axe kind of fighter. Cool, okay. So we've got Bulwark. Who else? Oh, we do have the two menders as well. Right, we're going to have Pack. We're going to take you because you were a little badass last time. So that's... and... Sigbjorn. Bercy. And obviously our little friend here. So there we go. Let's do this then. Got no range, but then again, we didn't have range to begin with. The only ranged people I can see are probably Zephyr and Nichols and Menders, and I've never really had that much use for Menders. This is the first time a loading screen in this game has taken this long. It's kind of like scaring me a little bit because I'm like, how many dirge are we gonna go up against? Oh, okay. Oh god, they've got one of those two measures. What is that gloomy thing standing watch over you? Oh god. There's a different one amongst them. So they've got two of their like mage ones, two heavies, one with a tower shield and a grun. And they've got Mr. at the back there who kind of looks like a torturer. Great. The only one with better best armor is obviously the shield guy, so we'll go for him. I'm going to have Bulwark. No, Sigbjorn, you stay with your Bercy, go where she's standing currently. There. Bulwark, you stay where you are. Fogger, you go there, so form a little shield up there, and back, you go there. He'll be stemming over his shoulder. Right, so it is Commander's go first. Okay, Commander, go up there. Stonewall, no, Stonewall blocks damage, strength, and armor for 1 round. Yes, because you're kind of on your own out there at the moment. Stats thing. So, disease strike. Enemies are diseased on contact, lose 1 strength per turn. Rupture. Wounded allies explode, doing strength damage adjunct enemies. And umbrage. The stone signal lowers allies' armor, but sharply raises strength. Okay. Right. Will work. Kinda don't want you right next to it, but because I don't want you to hurt him, because you always seem to swing at the person next to you as well. Like, just though, that's good. Oh, and it did. Oh, bloody hell, nice. It passed some damage to everyone's armor along the way. Nice one. also, I have to be quiet because my mum and dad's room is right next door and I have no soundproof. So I try to be as loud as I can without, probably like shouting. So tell me how that is. Might be too far. It seems to be alright usually, it's just obviously having game zone gets louder during the fight, so right. Whose go is it? Gunmunda, okay, good. Right, get over there and hit that bloody wizardy shitbag who's causing all these bloody problems for us. Oh, 8, perfect. One more hit on him and he's dead. Ooh, shit, so many bursts. Got his bulwarks down. Kill that shitbag. Right. Oh, yep, perfect. Damn it, I thought I could get him to get Shit, Sigbjorn's down now as well because of the poison. Oh, come on, Bercy. Why you be so annoying? That's all his armor got. We only need one more hit on him and he's dead. Should absorb it. Good. Right. Come under. Kill that fucking stone singer. Kill my fucking face. There's only this prick left. And yes, go on for it. Nice one. Oh shit. More of them just come out of the woodwork and we're all nearly dead. Shit. Oh. I'm guessing that means we retreated. I couldn't see what he said there. True. Ugh. How is that now anyway, Fall back, Gunnerman repeats. The opening is ready to come down. As everyone sprints into the mine, the guard captain tosses you a heavy hammer and points at a timber. You deserve the honour, he says. You turn and look at the grey sky, the snow, Bimble, and the dirge walking towards you. With a hefty swing, the timber snaps and the rocks begin to fall. You drop the hammer and race down the shaft towards the light of the torches. There we are. In the way. Ahead, the path comes to a dead end against the smooth surface of a large flat rock. We should camp, Zephyr says. It may be the last decent sleep these people get for days. I'll need Nichols to assist me in opening the path beyond. But first, you and I should talk. Okay, good. The thing I was going to say was that if you want to get my attention to something you want to say, put at WolfReaper54 beforehand, and when I say at, I mean the at symbol, because I found out when I was watching a Silver Kestrel stream to get, obviously to talk to some people, I just typed in at and it was that person's name, so they kind of get the idea of you're trying to get that person's attention. Right, so here's our little camp. Let us rest. We've got enough food for now, because we've got quite a few injured. There we go, everyone's back to full strength, good. 8 now, so it's better than I could hope for, I suppose. Right, let's talk to lovely little Zephyr. A few small fires provide a sense of calm for the caravan. Though the villagers keep well away from the ravens, there is enough light to see you are no longer in a man-made mine, but a natural cave of sorts. What are we doing down here? Staying alive and keeping Belua from the dirge. I thought that was obvious. But we keep heading down like we're hunting dwarves. The Vulgar gives you a ghost of a smile. Until today, no one but a few on the council knew about these tunnels, not even menders. We didn't create them, but we have used them a great deal over the years to travel far distances quickly. Zephyr becomes quiet, awaiting a question. Where do they lead? So where are we heading? Why keep them a secret? Because the more you know of this world, the more frightening it can be. If children knew how many spiders were in their house, they'd never sleep. And it never hurts to have a way to outmaneuver your enemies. The Volker does not respond. Zephyr becomes quiet, awaiting a question. Where do they lead? Practically everywhere. Aberrang, Vaux, Gorfheim, or what is left of it. I'm not sure anyone knows the full extent of these underground paths, but we are about to enter a corridor, one of the main tunnels. Zephyr becomes quiet, awaiting questions. So where are we headed? Where would you go, knowing you possess the sleeping body of the immortal Sunder General? Dropping it in the Blue River still sounds good. Don't answer my question with questions. You want us to drag him to bloody Manhattan, don't you? Sounds good. It's not a terrible plan by, well, call her Juno for simplicity. But the closest I could get us to the path to the middle of the Faldor of plains. I have to assume the Dirge army is there in force. Manhar is the safest place to secure Bellower's body. Whatever drew the Dirge away towards us is Bindle. In Bindle, the Council can find a way to stop it. And what about my ravens? So far, helping Volker pays less than a blood-shedded coin. And that is why I'm talking to you alone now. The corridor will lead us to Manhar in a week's time. See us there safely, and I'll give you genuine Volker oath. You'll be rewarded, well enough to never need work again. You look around the cave walls and back the way you came. We'll go to Manor. We're heading there after the Blue River anyway. We're heading there anyway, bitch. Right. We're gonna need more fighters, we are, because we've got barely any. What can you show me? Train some clansmen and fighters. About time you let me whip some of these worthless lot into shape. Hofi sneers as a rough kid with red cheeks. How many you think? 50 to help? Work with 100 of them. 2 days, the quartermaster says. That's how long it'll take. If they're not comfortable with a blade by then, I'll eat my beard. He spits. Speaking of eating, we have enough food for 2 days of training. We're fine on food. Train them. Then send them in, Hofi says with an evil grin. Minus 100 clansmen, plus 100 warriors, so we've got 433 clansmen and 312 warriors now, fighters now. That is better than just 200. Oh god. I do like this, because it's actually feeling like you're claustrophobic at the moment. A scout rushes back to the cavern. There's gold down here. You feel the surge of excitement like everyone else. A vein as thick as my leg, just around. The man looks left and right, confused. Damn it! I'm all turned around. Idiot, you're on Yock's duty. Send out a search party. Gold does us no good right now anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna suppose it was Yock's duty just for the fucking laugh. The man frowns but says nothing. Others punch him in the arm and back, disappointed by false hope. Oh, morale declined, you bastard. You made me men sad, you prick. Oh god, who are you? Dietch. Hello. The man's sudden appearance makes you tense. I didn't mean to sneak up on you. It's something I do. Something I've learned to do. Something that will get you killed if you do it to me again. Okay. Yes, understood. But it does have its uses. Just allow me to fight alongside you in a fight. You won't regret it. You scoff and turn away from the man, only to see Gunnerman approach. I see you met Ditch. Strange fellow to have next to you in a fight, but he finds his way through enemies' defences. Then you fight next to him. People near him tend to get hurt, but his injuries won't be an accident. No, great, so he don't put people next to him in a fight at all. In the light of the torches, everyone is covered in soot and dirt. They smell bad too. It comes as no surprise when the sound of running water excites the caravan. Excuse me. Uh, it has to be some underground river or something, a woman says, and all the villagers start moving that direction. Everyone stops, scouts will check it out. Push ahead of everyone, stand back and see what they find. I'll kill anyone who leaves the path. Those around you stop, but others push onward. Soon you hear small popping noises, then screams. All you see is bobbing torches until the villagers run back to the path. It killed them! A man yells. You grab him by the shoulder. Some kind of plant leaves made the noise like water, but its had thorns and grabbed them. They just died. 8 clansmen. This is terrible, Zephyr says, taking the deaths personally. We should stick to the paths as much as possible. Too much can go wrong down here. The faces of those passing you are frightened. Oh, for fuck's sake, people, stop fucking up my morale delay. Though torches highlight the craggy black rocks and puddles on the path underfoot, they do little to keep everyone together. Sharp turns and around boulders quickly block lines of sight. We've lost a few families, Zephyr informs you. We need to stop and find them. You consider your options. No, we need to keep moving. Shout, we're over here! You find them. This is the only time. I appreciate the help, she says, and splits everyone into search groups. As you search, you realise it's just as hard to track time down here as it is above with a sun that never moves. Sometime later, you think you hear voices to the left. Call out to the left, search the left, keep moving along the path. Using a softer voice than usual, you call out, you there? A moment later you hear a response. Who there? The voice sounds like yours, but different. Search the direction of the response. As you move away from the main path, you leave someone with a torch standing every so often. This route proves useless, as it seems you must have heard nothing but an echo. You follow the line of torches back to the path. Turn back to camp or keep going down the path. Alright guys, so do we keep going down or do we return to camp? I'll leave my fate into your hands here. So down or camp, down or camp, down or camp. Or down with camp. Who wants to camp anyway? When you've got a house. Is anybody even there? Is this thing on? Right, okay, I think I'm gonna have to decide my own fate then, am I? Right, we'll go down then. A bit further down you find the source of the sounds. A mother is holding her child, tucked away in a recess of a rock formation. She whimpers as you approach and Folker says, better let me handle this. Moments later you head all back to meet with Zephyr. Surprisingly, all the missing clansmen were found. Oh, thank God. I could have left that poor woman to die there. Water barrels are running low, hopefully. Your quartermaster reports, and I'll be damned if I start licking those slimy rocks for a drink. The shield maiden looks at you. If these people start getting desperate for water down here, you cut her off. I know, you say. Send out some scouts. We'll camp here until they return. Some of your ravens and other members of the caravan group up and grab torches, rope and water skins before heading off in the different directions. Better catch some rest while you can, Fox says. Nothing to do until they get back anyway. Well, why didn't you answer my questions then? God! Laying down, you focus on the sound of a small drip somewhere in the cave. It grows louder, like a beat of a drum, like a thousands of feet marching behind you. You turn and everyone stops. You see the glowing eyes of your army looking at you in admiration. 100 members break formation to dig holes in the cavern floor and place stone bowls in the depressions. Bowls quickly fill with water, and the thirst is offered to you. You slake your thirst before seeing your red armoured reflection in the bowl. You wake up with a shout, and Volker joins you. What was it this time? She asks. I dreamt I was asunder. He literally was dreaming as if he was a bellower. I led an army of dirge through here. They respected, no, they liked me. The shield maiden has no response. Some of the scouts return with some water, others simply don't return. Okay, we didn't lose great amounts of people then, at least. Oh god, we're on a bridge now, fuck's sake. A rope bridge with wooden planking crosses an open span in the cavern formations. Looks old, Volker says. Narrow, not meant for carts. Get the menders to reinforce it. Both Zephyr and Nichols move through the crowd and begin tracing patterns in the air with their staffs. The only thing you see is a slight lift in the bridge, but they walk across first to calm any fears. The cavern crosses without incident, thank Christ. And you're getting the menders to do that little, we can make it stronger if we really want. Music might help. How is everyone this evening, by the way? Forgot to ask that. Okay, so we're approaching something because it's now zoomed in on the caravan. So we've still got the box with Bella's sleeping corpse in it. And then there's our little party at the front there with 4 of our... Oh.
I've slept in caves like this for entire winters. But there's something about this place. Something old. Unfamiliar. I don't like it. But I don't like all these humans on the verge of panic either. Maybe these dwellings up ahead will calm them down.
I highly doubt it. Tired and shoulder hurting. Why don't you do your exercises then? I'm sure that will help. Yeah, that doesn't look exactly, calming. It looks like a sacrificial altar, to be honest. Yes, Bellower is the old boss. He got defeated and is in that box there. Let's find out what this is then. Zephyr looks up at the giant-shaped formation, glittering with strange glowing patterns. The Volker know almost nothing about this ancient race's culture, let alone their god, Vesna. The name alone might be wrong, but we have a framework of letters based on repeated patterns found around here. What do you mean I did? Oh, you did do your exercises, fair enough. She wanders around the glowing pools of the godstone. If we are correct, Vesnan was not their only god, but he became one of the most powerful at the cost of everything dear to him. She looks at you. Of course, if what you hold dear is something like control, maybe there's power in letting it go. Gems of various size and shape are found embedded in the surrounding stones. The clansmen are soon to hammering away in an attempt to pry a particularly large gem loose. The ringing of hammers echoes through the deep. Stop, you're making too much noise. Try your luck with prying it out. Say nothing and watch them work. I'm gonna try and get it out myself. You push a man aside and start working your hands at the stone. As you toil, you get more and more furious as the stone and the men's baleful eyes on you cause you to start shouting at them. You are soon sweating and frothing at the corners of your mouth. Are the others laughing at you? Giggles from children cause you to spin around about, changing their expressions to fear. Laughing at me, you hit the stone until your fists are bloody and your vision just as red. The gem shatters with a loud crack. The stone splinters around it. Fogger throws her shield over several children, but a chunk of stone hits her in the nose, hard enough to break it. As the dust settles, you feel exhausted. The clansmen stare at you with fear in their eyes, as ever tends to wounded, completely ignoring you. Fuck's sake. Lurk, lurk, lurk. Oh, hello, Sparky. I just fucked it up even more. Ooh. Oh, achievement, Vesnan. Visit the Godstone of Vesnan. How are you, Sparky boy? And how are your little ones? Is the your little girl teething getting any better? I know that's the sort of thing that continues, but is she getting any better? Right, let us talk to Back. Hopefully that broken nose doesn't play up into this at some point. The spearman is standing alone, staring off into the depths of the caves. If you take off down one of these tunnels, we're not going after you. Back doesn't respond. He doesn't want to talk. I like him already. Do you know the worst part about it all? Never mind, I don't like him. I knew that. I was so hoping there would be any solo like that. Worst part of what? Saviour one of us, someone who gives a damn. Worst part of what? Of everything. This world. This life. If you can call it that. It's the silence. You give Folker a look. He hasn't slept near Ollie. The man makes all kinds of strange sounds. That's just noise. There's silence from the loneliness. Folker inhales sharply. He hit a sore spot. Maybe these tunnels and caves make it worse. There used to be days of talk. We used to laugh. Are you talking about your fang spear again? Back turns and stares at you with eyes of a man undecided on going mad. Lofen helps where she can, but no. There was another. Now there's an endless hole shaped like her. And if I don't keep filling it with work or drink, he walks away without finishing his thought. Having a bad night, refusing to sleep. Oh, for God's sake. Damn. Well, hello. If your little ones are with you, hello. Behave for your father. Go to sleep. It is good for you. Don't become like me, staying up late all the time. It is not fun. Sleep. Uncle Wolf says sleepy. Keep an eye on him. I'm the only one who gets to lose their mind and start killing. He's not crazy. He's alone. Whoever she was, he still thinks she was the greatest. I'm jealous of her. It would be nice to have someone feel that way about me. You shake your head, snort, and walk away. Vain humans. Bloody humans and their emotions. So look at the pools. This was a sacred sanctuary of those who built it, the Vulcan says, walking around the perfectly round rippling pools, at least from what we have uncovered. Alright, I'll see you later, Miser. Thank you for tuning in. Really do appreciate it, mate. Maybe I'll see you some other time. Fair enough. Hopefully Spark Industries kids follow suit. Perfectly round, rippling pools. At least from what we have uncovered, the top pool was for reflecting on one's deeds, the middle to ask for strength from the world, and the bottom pool was for insight into one's future. He hesitates before saying, I've never done anything but study the inscriptions. Lols. Reflect on your past at the top pool. Ask for strength from the middle pool. Look ahead with the bottom pool. Leave the pools alone. Now I don't know whether we will only get to go into one of these pools, so type in R for reflect, S for strength, and A for ahead. So I can, and we'll go into that one, guys. So, or actually even better, type in 1, 2, 3, or 3, going from reflect to strength, 2 is strength, and looking ahead is 3. That makes it a little bit easier. So just type that in, and we'll see which one wins, shall we? All this hay fever just constantly causing me bloody issues. Bloody thing. I can only hope it's sooner rather than later. That's all a parent can do, my friend. One, two, or three. Make your decision. You still there, Bunny, or have you fallen asleep? I think she's fallen asleep. Once again, hoping children follow suit. I can't decide on this. Maybe reflecting on the past will make him a bit, less of an asshole. Alright, I'm gonna go reflect. Seeing as no one's typing in anything. Sod it. Right. The quiet drips and the soft glows in the cave lend themselves to a natural reverence. You drop to a knee by the top pool, expecting a drink from it. When you see your reflection in the surface, your horns are back. Oh. You must be in your first century, not fully grown. Feel the cool wind from Zirex's wings above you, and glance up to see Radmir slipping away from one cloud to the next. Heading towards the mountains ahead of you, the few Val around you laugh at your wonder, calling you a dreamer. You smile. When you open your eyes, you are back in the cave. Your cupped hand is still poised over the pool. The water has gone dark. The other pools are the same. You were gone a while, Falker says. Almost missed the laughs from your fighters. She tosses a bag to you. You found some food, probably tucked away by the Volker. Oh good, we got some food out of that, and we kind of learnt a bit more about Bulwark. Right, let's talk to Nichols. Hello, my name is Nichols. I've had to grow a moustache. Yeah. Bulwark, I was wondering about what it takes to become a raven. I never heard the stories about the test or trials to join. Is there a test? Why do you care? Aren't you Zephyr's lackey? Well, apprentice, yes. I'm a full mender training to become a Volker. Part of our training requires world experience. Couldn't you work with a blacksmith or something? Nichols frowns at her. Would you kill someone for coin? Kill for... The mender's face pales a bit. I mean, I guess, if that was the job. Volker walks and claps a hand on one of Nichols' now sagging shoulders. Most of what we do makes it into the skull stories. I guess I need to think on this a bit more. Let us know in Mana. Right, so I think we're okay to go. Onwards we go, everyone. Sorry, mate, receiving a stream a bit choppy. It's my end, not yours. Okay, that's fine. No worries. Don't worry about it. It is fine. As long as I'm entertaining you and providing you with a lovely distraction for your evening. Didn't hear you properly. If you didn't hear what I just said, don't worry, it is fine. I'm just wanting to make sure I'm providing you a good distraction and making you laugh and have a good evening, mate. That's what matters to me. What's going on here? You hear Falker ask a group of ravens. They're standing around a whimpering man on his knees. You get whining about being hungry. One of the fighters says, "We found these like glowing berries for it, like little glowing berries for him, but suddenly he's not so hungry." The others chuckle. Let Fogel handle this, knock the berries out of his hand, make your fighters eat them, force the man to eat them. Let Fogel handle this. Get up, she tells the man who complies. You three, take some of the berries. You three will be the testers. The raven's eyes go wide. You're kidding, right? One asks. His response is Folker sweeping his leg with her spear. Eat! They put a few berries in their mouths. As the fighters chew, their mouths glow with berry juice. Folker and the man she helped start laughing. The fighters look at each other and laugh. After a while, they show no signs of illness. They don't taste half bad either, says one raven. Others start collecting the berries to eat and squeeze, waving glowing hands in the dark. Mothers rub their children in the juices in order to keep track of them. Where's my child? There he is, he's glowing over there. The shieldman then turns and gives you a cocky grin. You snort and move on. Oh god, there's bones. Is it bones? Yeah. You stop and turn your head and open your jaw slightly to increase your hearing. What's that sound? You ask Folker. She only shrugs. It's quiet, you say, but like a beat or something. Excuse me. She listens for a moment and shrugs again. Maybe you're just not hearing us cope up in the tunnel anymore, she says, watching an entire caravan move towards the incredible bones ahead. Can you imagine the beast that left these behind? She turns to find you down on your knees, once again grasping your head. Oh god. What are we about to see?
Lightning. White Tower. Who am I?
He's seeing from the Sunder's perspective. He's seeing from Bellower's perspective. And that tower, if I remember correctly, that's the tower that we found Juno and her other half on there. And if the Menders got rid of them, what if they are the reason this darkness has come? And that's why Bellower went there, was to try and stop them. On your damn feet, come on. You blink rapidly, but everything is dark. A purple glow casts its light on the skin of someone next to you. You growl and instantly have claw and fang in your hands. Have you lost your mind? Folker whispers. Quit acting like a fool and put your axes away. You try to catch your breath as you look around. It's that same depths cursed dream, you say. The one with the tower. Clearer this time. But my hands. Zephyr approaches. Is everything okay? You look. Your face snaps towards her. Everything's fine, Volker. She studies your face, then focus before saying, then we should keep moving. The air feels full of warning. You walk past her without a word. We definitely looked a lot like Bellower there. What are we looking at, Volker? The centre of the world? For the others' sake, it's best we not discuss it. Okay. Wait, the Volker says quietly, softly, stepping forward. Something is wrong. Listen. You feel more than hearing a sound. Vibrations through the cavern floor, perhaps. Get ready for anything, you say, as the ravens spread the word down the line, each fighter drawing their weapons. Volker, you're getting us out of this one. Clear? She looks concerned, but before she responds, you see movement over the rise in the massive caravan. It's the silhouette of a dirge force with large shapes you've never seen before. Oh, don't tell me this area used to belong to the dirge. That's fine, Sparky. You'll come back when you can, mate. I don't know what to expect here. Do I have to have you? Oh, required in the party. Fuck you then, Zephyr. Yeah, bitch. Right. What about you? He is a tracker. Oh, God, no. Like many rovers... Oh, for fuck's sake, my nose. Oh, flipping heck. Ditch silently appeared in Bindle one day without explanation. He works hard and keeps to himself, but there's a history in his eyes, a reason for his awkwardness, perhaps a past he hopes to forget. Achoo! Fucking hell, stop sneezing, Daniel. Right. Right, let's upgrade Bercy so we can actually have some more fucking willpower. Right, promote. Yes. Confirm promotion. And going to... So... Nope. Exertion is the amount of will. Yep, there we go. And dodge or lucky shot. Let's actually put your strength up. There we go. There we go, perfect, he's leveled up. Now let's get into this fucking fight. To battle we go, me champions. Emma. I am kind of guessing she's definitely fallen asleep now. She lied and said she would stay up all night. God, how dare she? She's not cursed like me to stay awake for long. A large shape she's never seen before. They're coming out of... Oh God, we can actually see down there. They're coming out of the pit, out of the purple line. So what, is there another cave entrance and they found the way down here, or have they been down here this whole damn time? Right. Right, the big shield guy is going to be a persistent problem, so I think what we're going to do is... Bulwark, you go there. Bercy and Sigbjorn, you go there. Stay in the middle of this all. So what can you do, Zephyr? So we want it Gale. Creates rooms of power within a 7 to tile diameter area. Still one Amazon. Rune of Gale. Let's do it there. To first. So I'm guessing if he steps on them, they're going to be a bit like a landmine, hopefully. Right, get amongst them there, and hopefully you'll hit both of them. Nice one. Could have done a bit more damage to that with my hit. Right. Oh God, there's a giant crack there. I didn't see that. I didn't think it would be of any consequence to die. So they fired a fucking God knows what at me. Used, God damn it. Nice goes on, heavily down low. Right, sick on. Yeah, use your willpower to get there, buddy. Does that mean he gets those, or I hope not, because that would be a bit stupid. If it doesn't tell you that, for fuck's sake, I thought they were landmines. But it doesn't tell you that, does it, for fuck's sake? Right. No, don't stop me from hitting the little one. I want to smack him some more. Come on. Be nice to me. Yep, you know what? That could be useful. So, get that one. Four. Get his armor. Got a strength on him as well, nice. Right, actually, let's get more of his armor on. That's one next. Nice one back. Get an arm on him. Bercy, you're probably going to die, bro. Useless fuck. sewn up. That was like a stone singer. What the fuck in hell was that? Yeah, giant stone singer. That monster. She is the son of Eyeless and can raise the fallen and destroy her. Oh god damn it. Oh Jesus Christ. Well, this is gonna end badly, isn't it? I've got two of my best fighters all bogged down over here. Miss stupid bitch. Right, you know, I'll go there, just help them out, hit her a bit. I mean, Percy's down, sorry, my bulldog. God damn it. Why can't I get this shit there? Thank Christ. Thank Christ you have two actors, and I'm glad you're back, Sparky. But I'm not happy with this fight at all. Because that's some creepy as a bitch right here now. She can bring back the dead, and yeah, she's called Eyeless. I wonder why. Right, go there. Hit her, Percy. Hit her, Percy. Hit her right in her Percy. Oh god, back's down, for Christ's sake. No. Yes, that one. Right. He's going to have to use his willpower to get over there. I'm coming, guys, don't fret. Like that earlier, but good. Fuck you, dick. For a 7, nice. Oh, 9, perfect. Head out, you bitch. Hopefully killing her is going to end this fight, because that would be most excellent. Oh, it does. Can you kill Sunder? I don't think you could. What in the depths is happening? Indeed, what is happening? Eyeless is trying to bring the cave down on our heads. Zephyr screams. I could stop her, but it... Volker abruptly grows quiet and scans the people running from that fertilizer. Just keep them all together, Nichols. Here, Volker, Zephyr, the young Mender says, helping the older woman to her feet nearby. Zephyr grabs Nichols and whispers to him. The young man's eyes go wide, but he nods solemnly. He turns to you and says, I'm sorry if I was a nuisance. I've got falls nearby and he stumbles away, back towards Eyeless. Nichols begins tracing a pattern in the air. You yell for everyone to keep moving, tossing those shots around. You look back, Zephyr standing behind Nichols, tracing an alternate pattern. The young man glows for only a moment, hair flapping as if a giant gust is blowing past him. Then he crumbles. Eyeless grows quiet in the distance. You watch the form of the Sunder shake and struggle to maintain its form. Then it fades, like a snow blowing over a hilltop. A few more rocks tumble down and you grab the sagging Volker before she's crushed. Woot! Once you have met up with everyone else, you tally the numbers. The losses are not as bad as they could have been. I doubt that ended her, Zephyr says, and there are many passages here, which Eyeless knows all too well. She's been tracking us. We need to leave these caves immediately. Pause and say, what you did with the Mender. Zephyr turns her head. We can discuss Nichols' sacrifice another time. We must move. You give the command, and no one hesitates to obey. Fucking hell. Nichols. The poor boy.
All they wanted to do is join the ravens.
Sorrow and uncertainty swirl across the Vulgar's face until she finally stands still. What, you ask? Things have changed down here, she says. Rocks have shifted, rifts have opened. I doubt Iris did all of this, but regardless, I'm not entirely sure which path to take. We're lost. Just choose one before everyone panics. Send scouts ahead in several directions. I think that's the smartest choice. Scouts, you say, and the ravens near you group up instantly. You send them ahead. They will at least give us something to go on. Lose tells Zephyr. Bulwark, all around us, Volker shouts. You peer into the darkness and see something approaching which resembles a dirge, a morbidly wrapped dirge. A woman runs to grab her child, but the thing cleaves both of them with a strange weapon. Bodies blacken and twist upon the ground. Don't fall to these faint beasts, you shout, charging into the enemy. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, it's just killed a mother and child. Oh my God. Dirge, you sick fucks. Right, burst your shit, get out, boy. Kruma, you're in. And same with you, Commander. You are in as well. Can I get rid of you now? Yes, I can, thank Christ. You are useless in that fight. I'm going to put Ollie in. There we go. So it's going to go Bulwark. Oh, Sigbjorn. Kruma. And then like that. And then you there. Let's do this. It has actually gone a minute past the time I meant to stop, so after this fight we'll see how it goes. Oh dear God, what are these things? They do not look good, do they? Ugh. So that one's got 17 armor, 14, that one's got 11 armor, that's got 17. Right, okay. Seems like we only have enough room to deploy. Little people will go forward to that one. Bulwark. Sigbjorn will go there. Do that one. There we go. Now let's do this. You shit. Oh, what the fuck? What is it doing? What is it doing? Brains. Mind devours brain strength, will, based on difference of wills and feeds the warped dirge. This is a warped dirge, isn't it? Okay. I forgot to say I can't get near it, god damn it. Right, so that one's damage. God, it's like a fucking mind flame. It's the tentacles. When it finally loads. Right. Turn. Oh, so the crack there is impassable. Nice to know now. Right, Volker, go there. Stab him. I stab a dig. Oh God. Commander, no boy. Oh, we can actually attack from range, nice. There we go. A bit of damage to it. Jesus Christ, mate. Calm down. You're only getting hit by an axe. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Dirty. Will you fuck off for leave Bulldog alone? His mind's already fucked up enough. That's basically what they're doing. Let's go there, hit that one. Get rid of some of that armour. Six. Jesus Christ, these days are really it. 11. Nice one. Finish him off. And throw down. +5. Whoop. Oh, Sipion. Achievement. Nice one. Right, Wonder, get your revenge on that prick. Take his armor away. Nice one. Did not like I did it. Right. Come on. Yeah. Come down. Perfect. Only one left, and it's probably going to kill Sipion. Yeah, Sipion's down. You killed my friend, you bastard. I'll fucking end you. And all your damn race. Now I know he can attack from range and keep him at the back for the rest. To go in the ashes is not a good idea. Okay, that's fine. You go there. Tempting towards you. Oh no, it's going for the bigger target. Jesus Christ. Crew has been down with 1 hit. Fight, little humans, for your lives. Jesus Christ, this one's armor isn't even down at all, has it? Right. Axe throw. Till one is deflected, and that got deflected pretty quick there. Right. I got you, fuck. You killed my friend Sipion, you bastard. I will kill you. We're gonna whittle some of this armor down. So that we can actually get a good hit on it. There's only 2 left, good. Oh, come on, Bulldog, yes. Oh, yes, Bulldog, you beautiful bastard. So those are odds. Are those days that have been, like, moved away from the main pack or something? Moments pass while you calm yourself from the fight. What in the depths are those things, you ask, but no one answers. The Volker is using her spear to sift through the glowing remains. Her face sterns to hide her fear. Look, she points to the edge of her torch is light. To the side of the path is a wounded dirge stone singer. You draw your axes. Berserker begins to hum. The stone singer responds. They're conversing. Zephyr, those creatures were like nothing I've ever seen before. They look like some kind of dirge to me, so does this one. This one is a mender of sorts. You know one of these slags. I know quite a few. Volker gasps, and you find yourself growling. The Zephyr ignores the response. She makes a dull noise, almost a hum. The stone singer responds in kind. He says greetings, and that he dreamed of you. All of the clansmen and fighters back away and whisper. She's talking to it. She's fain talking to it. Get away from it, Volker. Ask it what those things were. The evoker again makes an unfamiliar sounds that, like a score, trying to find the right tune, and the stone singer responds. He says they are a nightmare, and something about mercy, and he thanks you. Their language is difficult for me, but I can learn more from him once he is healed. And where do you plan to heal him? In a cart on our way to Manor. Falcon turns and stares at you. Not a chance we'll leave him. I want to hear more. Let's get him in the cart. This is a mistake. This isn't like you. We kill those things, not invite them into the camp. The shield man walks off instead of saying anything else. Zephyr looks at you. She'll get over it. Zephyr thanks you again as the stone singer is lifted into a cart. He hums something you cannot understand. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop for now, guys. So just let me get the camp set up, and then we'll stop there. There we go. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. I really do appreciate it. If you did like what you saw, don't forget to follow up above and turn on notifications so you can get notified of when I'm next live. If you want to also see, and if you want more early warnings, I always do an early warning before every stream, saying what time, what I'm playing, and usually if there's any schedule changes. So just follow me on my social medias down below, Instagram and Twitter. And if you want to see model pics as well, do definitely follow me on Instagram. And if you want to see more of our content, don't forget to go on YouTube, subscribe, and ding that bell so you can get notified when the next video is coming out. Once again, thank you to everyone who tuned in. I really do appreciate it. I hope your kids have gone to bed now, Sparky. I hope they behave themselves. You too, mate. And also, check out my Instagram tomorrow. I'll be putting up a new photo update of my little orc, the flamer. You'll be able to see that I've actually painted him a bit more colourful now. So let me know what you think of that tomorrow. Anyway, thank you very much. This is Wolf Reaper 54 howling out. See you later, guys. Bye bye.